What is up, guys? What is up? Very smug in the house once again. Yeah, but wait. Nah. Yo, so what is up, guys? This is Very Smug, and I'm giving you guys another commentary. This is called, well, Black Ops, obviously. This is a game of free-for-all. I'm rocking the Galil, my favorite gun as of right now. And I forgot what perks I'm rocking, but that's not really important because right now these videos that I'm going to show you right now are just so you can watch something as I'm talking to you right now. So please be sure to get your Q-tips out and clean your ears out, because what I'm going to say is very important. It's going to help you a lot for people who have trouble playing Black Ops. For people who have trouble playing Black Ops, watch this video. So, let's get started. This is how to get better at Black Ops. Because I was playing with one of my subscribers last night, and then he had a lot of trouble playing Black Ops. He rushed into things. He was having difficulty playing, and so I did this video because of him. So, shout outs to him. He knows who he is. His name begins with a C. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's get started. First thing on how to get better at Black Ops, and in Call of Duty in general, and mostly any FPS game in general. How to get better? Well, you play practice games with your friends, or you play practice games in general. I think in Black Ops there's like a combat training mode. Play that, okay? Go into the campaign and play that a lot on like Veteran or on Hardened. Play practice games in general, because when you go into an online gaming community and you're new to the game, it's going to be very difficult for you in order to be successful right off the bat. So what you want to do is that you want to play practice games so you get used to the feel of how the game works and how everything, how the mechanics of the game are. People who go into a game without playing any practice games are kind of foolish, because I believe that if you want to be successful in the game, practice is necessary. Practice makes perfect in anything, whether it's sports, life, whatever you do, practice makes perfect. And it's the same thing when it comes to video games. If you go into a practice game and you practice with your friends and then you get a feel for the game, you're going to be successful, and that's the way it is. That's the way any FPS game is going to be. So be sure to do that. Second thing, get to know the maps. If you don't know the layout of the map by heart, then I'll be honest, then you're gonna have difficulty playing Call of Duty Black Ops, because in Call of Duty Black Ops there are a lot of ways where people can get to you at certain positions. So what you want to do is know the layout of the maps, because then you can assume where people spawn. You can take advantage of the actual environment of the map. Like, you can take the high ground, the low ground, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like doing. The map that you are on is basically, it's basically like a maze, and then your job is to decipher how to get out of that maze. And then if you master that maze, then you're king of the maze. What constitutes very good Call of Duty players is that they know the map very well. If you look at any pro teams of Call of Duty, they will know where to throw a grenade in the air, and they can predict where you're going to be at that specific time, and that grenade is going to land on your fucking head, and you're gonna die. They do that because they practice the map layout over and over and over again, and they practice situations in which people will be able to, they'll be able to basically get kills, or at least stall the opposing team quicker. And that's due to map awareness. Map awareness is a very important thing, so be sure to get that down. A third thing they need to do in order to get better, and these are for people who don't do this: raise your sensitivity. Raise your sensitivity, because raising your sensitivity is very important when everybody else is playing on the same sensitivity. If every player you're playing against is on 3 sensitivity and you're on 5, guess what? You have the advantage because your reaction time is a lot faster. By the way, right here is going to be a bonus clutch game that I got on Domination. So this is for people who don't know how to play Domination the right fucking way. Watch this video and you'll see shit go down. Now, getting back on topic, yeah. So basically, raise your sensitivity, because unless you're really patient, like I know one guy who's really fucking patient, and he plays on 1, and it works for him because he knows what to do in the game, and he's very patient. That works for him. But if most people who play Call of Duty, they aren't patient, and they jump in there without thinking, and then they do dumb shit. So, in order to help you out, basically what you got to do is raise your sensitivity. If someone's playing on 6, then you should be at 10, and practice with that. Right now I'm on like 7 sensitivity, but I practice with it and I'm used to it. So, if you want to become better, raise your sensitivity to where you are at least going to be, in my opinion, at least 6 and higher. If your sensitivity is 6 and higher and you're comfortable with that sensitivity, that's good. But if you're patient enough where you can handle a 1 or 2, then that's fine. Do that too. Now, another thing with raising something is brightness. Surprise, surprise. If you raise the brightness of the actual screen, you can see people who are camping in specific corners. You can see a guy who's on ghost prone. He is ghost prone. He's prone in the bushes somewhere. You can actually see that person. Raising the brightness is a small thing, but it's actually a very helpful thing. So if you haven't done that, do that. Another thing, in order to make you a better Call of Duty player, in order to make you a better player in general, is to play in the environment that you're most suitable in. For example, if you prefer playing upstairs in your bedroom than opposed to downstairs in your basement, then play upstairs. If you like playing in a quiet environment opposed to a loud environment, then play in a quiet environment. That's why you got people buy gaming headsets, because they don't want to hear the outside noise. They want to be focused on the game and dominate on the game, as opposed to people who like loud environments, so they buy surround sound systems, so they feel like they're actually in the game, but at the same time they can hear people talk to them and they have conversation and whatnot. So whatever environment suits you the best, then play in that environment, or at least try to play in that environment. And if you can't, then what you have to do is that you need to adjust to the environment that you're in. So for example, if you're in a like, you can't play upstairs because of certain reasons. So then what you need to do is that you need to adapt to the environment that you are in. It might take you a while, but it's possible. In fact, it should be very possible. There's actually no reason why anyone... I mean, there are reasons, I won't say. But regardless of the fact, be sure to adapt to that environment that you're in. And the last thing that I think is a very important thing is there are a wide assortment of guns to use. Use them. Even though I'm using the AK-74U in this game, I don't like using the AK-74U. This game is actually it's an old clutch game. It's old, but I don't use that gun anymore. Why? Because it's kind of a cheap gun, and it's kind of like everyone wants to use this fucking gun from now on. In my opinion, if you use that fucking gun, guess what? You're not really a good player. But hey, that's why I switched out of it and I use other submachine guns and I use other guns. And people should use those other guns. Don't just stick with one sole gun. If you always use the AK-74, try the Galil, try the Commando, try other guns. If you always stick with the AK-74U, try other guns. There's so many other guns. What constitutes as a good player is not sticking to one gun, but using all the other guns that's to your disposal. So this is my commentary on how to get better at Call of Duty. Be sure to check out my channel, and I'll see you guys later.